Hey guys, Blair. Welcome back, everybody. Hope y'all had a good week. It's a good week here. Allergies are acting up. Spring's coming to an end. Summer's coming to an end, and all the stuff is dying. Grass and trees and bushes and flowers. I'm getting a little stuffed up. That's all right though. Not the Rona. Dirty old coffee cup. Decaf because it's late and I want to go to bed soon. But I still like the flavor. Some people don't like the flavor of coffee. I call them people wrong. Just wrong. Coffee's delicious. No, it's alright if you don't like the flavor of coffee. I do. Love the flavor. I was going to do canoe this week, but I checked my channel. I check my channel if I thought I've done them before. If I get that, like I'm pretty sure I've done that one before, and I did. Wasn't a very good review, quick review, so I might do it again. But I decided to go with something a little more nostalgic than canoe. Nostalgic for me, anyway. Maybe for you, maybe not. Whatever. Y'all good. I went with Jovan. Some people call it Jovan, Ovan. I mean, whatever. I was called Jovan. I'm a dirty, no good North American. Jovan. Decent spray. Nothing fancy, but definitely gets the job done. Short and wide. I kind of like them that way. Like I like my women. Sorry, I'm just a little funny tonight, guys. I'm tired. It's like 6 in the morning now. I gotta go to bed here soon and get up for work in a few hours. Let's get into the review and a little talk about it. Jovan Musk Black. Jovan Black Musk. I like the color of the juice. It's like a... Sometimes you look at it, depending on the light, it's gray. Most of the time, it's just like light violet color. It's kind of nice, cool color. And I've always liked the Jovan bottles. Cheap as fuck. I mean, look at that. That's old school, man. Not even a collar. Cheap old plastic. But I just like the look of them. I think they look pretty decent. They don't look bad on a shelf. Couldn't find a date on it. I'm sure it was 70s, 80s. Probably 80s. Whatever. It's old. And this bottle would be from mid-90s. 90s. No, a little later now. Probably 97-ish. So not a vintage bottle, but not a... I was reading that it's gone through a few reformulations over the last like 10, 15 years. So I kind of... And it's that way in the performance. At least from what I can tell, because we'll get into it, but performance is way better on this than what people are reviewing nowadays, the modern one. So I kind of got lucky that way, I guess. It's an eau de cologne. Performs way above average, though, on an eau de cologne. Anyway, let's get into the only accord. I had a hard time finding notes and shit on this one, too. I don't know why, but I did, but I found them. I don't think I found all of them, and I'll get into it. They only got 2 accords listed, musky and powdery. I would also include aromatic, spicy, and citrus. Because off the top, this is very peppery, very citrusy. The notes I could find, top notes are violet leaf, mandarin, and marigold. Mid is bamboo, cypress, and lavender. Base is amber, musk, labdanum. What do you get when you spray it? I get a lot of, I get a big hit of citrus, which would be the mandarin. Get a bit of that violet leaf, giving it kind of a green musky vibe to it, almost earthy tinge. But basically I get a lot of citrus and pepper right off the top. And some people have compared this to Sauvage, and I think that's where the comparison comes to. This does not smell like Sauvage to my nose at all. The only similarity really is the citrus and pepper on the top. But even Sauvage is 10 times more citrusy and peppery than this. This has got a base of musk from start to finish. And you'd expect that, black musk. I don't know what black musk is. I think it's just a marketing thing. It's just musk. Not a animalistic, animalic musk either. It's more of a finer musk, almost like a white musk. In between an animalic musk and a white musk, I guess. It's definitely got a musk to it, but like I said, it's a nice scent. Like I said, pick up on a little bit of that violet leaf, definitely that mandarin. Not so much the marigold. Get a little bit of greenness from the cypress, most definitely. But the biggest mid note that I get is the lavender. Gives it a bit of a, like I said, it has that powdery vibe to it, floral powdery vibe, mixed with that pepper and that underlying layer of musk and that citrus. Very nice for the first. Geez, it's a very linear scent, yet it does change. What I mean by that is from the very first spray, after about a couple minutes is nothing but pepper and citrus. But after a couple minutes, it kind of, you can smell all the notes, but some get stronger and some get lighter as it goes on, but it's still very linear. Very nice, though. I don't mind linear when it's this nice. Like I said, the main players, though, off the top, are definitely pepper and citrus. Then that lavender comes in. About half hour, 40 minutes into it, you really start to notice the powdery vibe that it gets. Don't pick up a lot of amber. It's probably more used as a fixative. Same thing, I'm thinking like the bamboo. I don't pick up a lot of that. Or the marigold. They're probably being used more as backbones, fixatives. You do get the musk towards the base. And it gets sweet. Again, not Paco Rabanne sweet. Or fucking Armani Code sweet or vanilla sweet or anything like that. The labdanum does give it a bit of a vanilla sweetness, but nothing overpowering. And like I said, that's the nice thing about this scent. Other than the first 5 minutes or so, there's nothing overpowering in it. There's nothing that's super dominant. You'll pick up all those notes. At one point in the fragrance or another, you'll smell more pepper, you'll smell a little bit more cypress, you'll smell a little bit more lavender, then you'll smell a little bit more musk, and then a little more labdanum, i.e. tonka, vanilla. But you can smell them all pretty much from the 5 minutes on, if you dig. Beautiful scent. Not dated at all. I don't care what anyone says. This is not dated. It's got a freshness and a spiciness and a powdery muskiness with a bit of sweetness. Very nice scent. I've liked it since day one. I was always amazed by it when I first bought it and sprayed it on. I still remember my feelings like, wow, this was only $8. This smells like it should be a lot more than $8. Not top of the line design or anything. It doesn't have that kind of quality, but like I said, that mid-range designer, you know what I mean? The Davidoffs and Calvin Kleins and things like that. This fits in just nice with them in that kind of area. Longevity. This is where I was getting at. People who are reviewing it now, I think they're getting new bottles. And I read online that there have been a lot of reformulations with a lot of stuff. I think I got lucky. I think I might have got like one of the last 2 or 3 batches that really didn't change a lot from the original. Because I don't get bad performance out of this one at all. Projection, good hour and a half. Longevity, I'm getting 6 to 7 hours, even 8 or 9 if you want to dig. I mean, that's nice. Whew. It's got a bit of an old school meets new school vibe, as I've said before, with that lavender and musk, with that pepper and citrus and a little bit of labdanum. It's very nice scent. I wish I could. If you haven't smelled it, smell it, guys. It's something you're gonna really like. Yeah, a couple things I wanted to talk about. First off, is lower your expectations a bit, guys. People buy something like this. Like I said, it's gonna fit into that Calvin Klein type, Davidoff type area. Not your Chanel's and your Dior's and your YSL's. Definitely not your Creed's and da 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 da. You get something for $10. I mean, do you go to Walmart and expect fucking Under Armour quality? Well, that might be a bad choice because Walmart does have some good quality clothes. Do you go to a fast food burger joint and expect to have a 5-star meal, a beautifully barbecued cheese and bacon stuffed burger with sauce and bun toast? Oh my God, I'm getting hungry. Stupid winter. I can't barbecue no more. But you know what I'm trying to say. You gotta lower your expectations a bit, guys. That's a good life lesson too. There's certain situations in life, just like colognes, you just gotta have a lower expectation of certain situations, certain people. It's a horrible thing to say, but it's the truth. I keeps it real. Dave Chappelle. Anyway, I don't want to get in a life rant with you, but just when you buy stuff like this, or the English leather, or the canoe, or any of the cheaper scents, don't buy them going in expecting. You kind of get a grave on a curve. For $10, this is probably one of the best $10 fragrances you're going to get. But you're not going to get Bleu de Chanel or Sauvage or Aventus quality. But you're not getting bad quality for $10. And maybe the new stuff with the performance issues, because I heard it's only lasting a couple hours. But one I got gets me through most of a work day. Smells really good. Compliments. Got 4 of them. The one thing about this, I'm going to say it. I don't care. You can disagree all you want, but women really like this one. It's just something about it. It's, like I said, it's got a peppery, citrusy, sweet, musky kind of vibe to it. A little bit of powderiness. Nice mix. Girls like it. Bang. Banger. It's a banger. Now on to, that was the review and whatnot. See if I can get a quick little story in before my camera dies. I only got 10 minutes of battery life left according to this. This was one I bought when I was, I think I've talked about this one before, maybe I haven't, but there's a few scents I had when I was very overweight, very depressed, couldn't afford much, really broke, broke. Like, I think that's why I appreciate cheap colognes, expensive colognes, cheap clothes, expensive clothes. I mean, I appreciate everything when I can get it. I really do. I feel blessed. Buying a $5, $10 fragrance is a blessing, because I've been to the point where I couldn't afford that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have too, so you know what I mean. Yeah, it was one of the ones the ex really liked. Got it for, like I said, I think $8. I got it at Zeller's. Not around no more. God, I miss you, Zeller's. You're the best. It's like Canadian version of Walmart before Walmart invaded Canada. They were great. I just remember spraying this on many times when I didn't feel good up here. And it brightened up my day. It's one of my never be without scents again. I'll always have this one. It always makes me feel happy when I spray it. Sometimes scents do that. But that's kind of the story. I was broke, depressed, real depression too, because a lot of people say they're depressed and they're just sad and or in a funk. I was real depressed, like mostly because I think because of my weight. Like when I say I was like 360 pounds, 370 pounds, I ain't lying, Jack. I made Peter Griffin look fucking tiny. Like, still a little overweight now, but that's okay. I'm only like 200 pounds, so that's all right. I don't mind that at all. But I was 300. My top, I think I peaked about 380. Think about that, guys. 300. And I'm not 7 feet tall. You know, 5'6", 5'7", depending on what boots I have on. I'm a short fella, or shorter fella. And I was literally as round as I was tall. Just, yeah. Couldn't even see my dick. That's when you know you're too big. Just a belly. Just a belly. Just a big old belly. Yeah, but that's and that was part of my problem. The other part of my problem is I was not working. I had gone to school to be a carpenter. I couldn't find any work because I didn't have a car. And I've said it before, if you're going to be something like a carpenter or a plumber or some kind of tradesperson, you're not working at a building every day. You might work at a building every day for months, but you're not working at a particular building every day. You're usually going from job site to job site to job site to job site. And without a car, it was impossible to get a job. And I felt I was too good to work at McDonald's or Walmart. And eventually I got out of that frame of mind. Got a job at the superstore. Managed to save up enough money to get a car. And then everything started going good for me again. But yeah, this always would brighten up my day. When I'd wear it, I'd feel good. Sometimes the scent will do that. You know what I mean? So, reminds me of the good times I've had with friends back then that, you know, I've had a couple die. A couple move on. You know, you lose. It's hard as an adult, man, to make new friends. And it's even harder as an adult to keep friends. Because as an adult, priorities change. And that's just the way it is. There's nothing wrong with that. If you outgrow somebody, you outgrow somebody. I mean, some people mature faster. Some people never mature. Your values change to their values. So that's okay. I try to keep in touch with a lot of my friends, though, from when I was a kid and in my 20s and 30s. I try to keep in touch with a lot of them. We may not hang out like we do, but, you know, there's Facebook, there's text messaging, there's, just every once or twice every few months, just, hey, how's it going? You know, you don't expect, and of course you do whatever it's, oh man, we got to get back together like we did when we were 20, man. We fucking smoked a bag of weed and drank a quart of whiskey and played fucking Xbox and have a Halo night. You never do. But it's fun to reminisce while you're talking to them about it. But, yeah, I mean, I just went on a little bit of a rant there, I'm sorry. But that's kind of why this is important to me. Yeah, guys, like I said, I got great performance out of it. 6, 7 hours, we'll say. Projection, pretty solid, nothing beast, a couple feet for a good 40 minutes. Then even comes back about a foot, but you're still getting a bit of projection for about another 40 minutes or so. Then it does kind of sit on the skin. But it's one I'd call a seductive scent too, because it's just got that vibe to it. It's got a seduction type vibe to it. It's a nice scent. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. Try to get an older bottle. I don't think older bottles are running that much money. It's not like you're getting a vintage bottle of Lana Weed Alone or anything like that. Ain't gonna run you $200-$300. Then you can pick up a vintage bottle for almost as much as one of the new bottles now today. Maybe $5 more, but if you can, it's like I said, the formulation. Anything after 2000, from what I read online, it's kind of been really watered down. So try to find something late to mid 90s and back even further if you can. But even if you only got to buy the new formulation, buy it, try it. You might have to put it on 2 or 3 times a day to get a day out of it, but it still smells the same. Beautiful scent. Like I said, people, because of that peppery citrus opening compared to Sauvage, it is not a Sauvage. They're completely different scents. Just that first 5 or 10 minutes, I can see the comparison, mostly because of that pepper, which is a note they don't list. Like I said, I definitely get pepper out of this one. The main note they don't list is pepper. There's a couple more. Like, there's more than just mandarin in here. I'm picking up bergamot and lime and lemon. Very citrusy and peppery off the top, but a very nice scent, guys. Anyway, that was a review and a little story. I hope you liked it. I'm going to be going to bed shortly. So, yeah. Peace, love, be good to each other, guys. Oh. Everybody's got to chill out, by the way. I'm not going on a rant, but people are crazy nowadays, especially politically. Just chill out, guys. Shit works out in the end. Peace, love, be good to each other.